Nobody wants to play a 15-year-old game anymore. I think a lot of people do. A lot of people want to play WoW. I think that's a huge misconception, actually. Nobody wants to play WoW. People want to play WoW. Like, I think most of the people in here would be like, man, I can't wait. Like, I don't know, like, tell me if I'm right about this. People want to be able to waste their life on this game. But the game is not worthy of wasting your life on it right now. Like, people want to be able to wait. They're like, I want to neglect my family for this game. I want to ruin my life for this game. I want to ruin my career and my future for this game. I want to ruin all future relationships for this game, right? And this is what everybody wants. This is what Blizzard used to do. And now Fortnite is taking that mantle, and you've got these like 5-year-old kids flossing, and then they get up to 15 years old, they're still doing it. They don't have a girlfriend, but they play the game all fucking day. And then they graduate high school, they don't go to even community college, and they sit around playing Fortnite, not doing anything, while their moms are talking to Fox News, complaining about how Fortnite ruined their kid's life. Well, that could be WoW. That should be WoW. WoW should be the game that you ruin your life over, but instead, Fortnite has taken that mantle. Like, think about this. Look, like Fortnite, kids addicted to Fortnite. Look at this. The first fucking thing right here. Look, I'll show you. How I lost my kids to Fortnite. Millions are playing it, but Fortnite addiction is really a thing. ABC News. Turning TV off and kid addicted to Fortnite freakout. Okay, that's fake. Let's see here. Kid headbutts mom whenever she told him to stop playing Fortnite.
A 14-year-old boy who's addicted to Fortnite headbutted his mother when she tried to take the game away.
Actually, I don't want to say that. Like, all right, it's like that's a little bit too black humor. I'm not talking about the eyes. Okay, I meant too much. Okay, let's go back over. Let's look at this one here. Okay.
When does a bit of harmless fun turn into an unhealthy obsession?
Here we go.
About a popular video game so many kids are playing.
The latest fad or dangerously addictive.
Look at this.
So bad, some school districts are blocking the game from school Wi-Fi.
Should you be worried?
Have I lost my children to Fortnite?
Look at this. Okay, so you see how great this is. How great this is that it's happening. Okay, and this is the new thing. Kids addicted to WoW. Okay, and all of these World of Warcraft addict videos. This is from like
teenager hooked on violent computer games.
This is from 7 years ago.
An incredible 16 hours a day. His mother says his personality has changed and that he's become moody and violent.
It's Alex Sensual.
His addiction is tearing the family apart.
They don't realize how addictive it can be.
12 years old, October 3rd, 2006.
It's a world of fantasy and fun.
Look at this.
But for 16-year-old Cameron Sandler, this is more than a game. It's an addiction.
Imagine playing the game for 16 hours a day on a CRT monitor and backpedaling. Watch him play.
An illness.
I am addicted to the game, but I'm not fully addicted. Like, I can quit whenever I want.
That's true.
This really kicks ass, doesn't it?
See, the reason he doesn't have the headphones on his head is because it gives you a headache wearing headphones all the time. So at this time, like, people weren't used to doing that. So they'd put the mic down, and that way they could get up and get back on. This is something I used to do too.
Started 18 months ago when Cameron discovered World of Warcraft.
There it is.
Oh, now I'm going to kill you all.
This never-ending computer game is played by millions around the globe.
That's right.
America, Germany, China.
That's right, Europe, boys.
England.
And you've got friends in all of these places?
Yeah.
And that's what you refer to them as, your friends?
Yeah.
They play simultaneously for...
It's funny how, like, obviously they're trying to make this kid look like a fucking weirdo, but nowadays having friends on the internet is, like, normal. It's kind of weird to take, like, that time capsule and see how things have changed.
For hours on end.
Well, when you're ready.
Fighting and killing their enemies.
Played it, and I don't know why. I just eventually got addicted to it.
Cameron has up to 500 players on his team, known as a guild.
The longest I've ever played it for was 12 hours, and that was,
That's it? This kid's a fucking casual. Well, anyway, here's the point, right? It is now you have the same... look at this. Let's look at the beginning here, okay? You have this lady right here, and then you have this lady right here. It's the same fucking person, let's be honest. It's a middle-aged mom with a can I speak to the manager haircut complaining about a video game. And this used to be WoW that they were complaining about. And now it's Fortnite. It's disappointing, man. It's the same person. Like,
The game
look at
from
this.
school Wi-Fi.
Should you be worried? Have I lost my
Should
children
you be
to
worried?
Fortnite? Tonight, a warning
Like,
from the experts.
oh, this is
They can
Fortnite.
actually show higher rates of aggression.
That's an axe, dum-dum.
Fortnite, or as my girlfriend likes to call it.
You see how aggressive that kid got about the axe? Dude, he's gonna beat the shit out of somebody. Oh my god.
Dork Night.
They're so consumed in this game. They're disconnected from the real world.
14.4 hours on the screen. That's gotta be...
Loser. You gotta be kidding me. Fortnite. This is the game that's just... It's gone too far. It's pushing the envelope. It's gone over the edge. This game.
She knows about consuming. Yeah, I know, dude. So look, man, like all this is, right? All I'm trying to say, kid addicted to Fortnite, my strange addiction. Okay, this will be the last one I'm gonna look at. I'm gonna go back to the patch notes, okay? Okay. My strange addiction. It's from England. That's where all the good things happen.
Ollie. I'm 14 years old, and
what the fuck is with 14, man? Like, for some reason, like, kids are, like, 13 years old. They're like, man, I have a bright future ahead of me. 14, I'm gonna tell you guys why 14 is the number. It's because at 14, it's the first year you go into high school, right? And you go into high school, you know, you're kind of, like, you've probably gone through puberty, right? Unless, you know, maybe you haven't. And you come into class, and Tanner and Chad come up to you, and they're like, what's up, punk? And they throw you in the fucking garbage can, and they make you cry in the lockers, and make fun of how small your dick is whenever you go to the gym, and you dress out for gym class. So, you know, you start feeling a little bit upset, you start feeling sad, and you've got to withdraw from the world. Because, you know, Stacy won't talk to you. Chad and Tanner are, you know, throwing garbage at you in math class because they're actually really kind of dumb. They're both 19, but they're still in Algebra 1, right? They're not actually going to graduate, but for the next 2 years, they're going to make your life hell before they get kicked out of school. And so it's just a bad time. And the kid comes home, and he's like, what the fuck am I going to do with my life? Boom, Fortnite. And that game could be WoW. Like, I'm sad, man. It's very, very disappointing to see this.
Addicted to playing Fortnite. Now, ever since the game came out, really, I've just been addicted to it. Like, there's something about Fortnite that's different to every other game that it just makes you want to play more every single day.
Not really. Like, it's a good game. Like, I'm not a Fortnite hater. Okay, I think Fortnite's a great game, but, like, I will play Fortnite for an entire day straight, and I'll realize I'm never going to be as good as Tfue or Ninja, and I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. That's fine. I just quit.
They add new stuff, and
I actually feel better about watching other people's Fortnite streams than playing the game myself. Because I can watch Ninja, and Ninja will just fucking, like, fly all over the place, drop a bomb on the ground, propel himself over to some guy, and get, like, a headshot with the sniper rifle, no scope, while he's in the air. And meanwhile, I'll be able to try to aim something at a guy that's standing still, and I'll still somehow fucking miss, right? And I can watch Ninja and be like, ha, that guy sucks. We're the best, right, Ninja? And be like, yeah, that's right, let's do the pon-pon. And it feels good. But, like, if I'm playing the game myself, it's depressing because of how bad I am. No, really.
You just want to get it.
Ollie spends almost £500 on Fortnite a month.
They actually didn't spend any money on a TTS though. This is, I think, the Google TTS.
I am getting that. I play Fortnite that much. I've even.
What?
I am getting that. I play
Fortnite a month.
What the fuck is this?
That.
Boom, there it is.
Fortnite that much. I've even got tier 100 on it now, which is really hard, and it takes over 70 hours playtime to get. So it shows.
What do you mean 70 hours, kid? Fortnite's been out for a whole year? That's like maybe 5 hours a week, 10 hours a week. Oh, he's put in 70 hours. See, these soccer moms, okay? These soccer moms don't fucking get it. All right? They don't understand. They never have gotten it. They have no fucking idea. Oh, my kid's playing Fortnite for 70 hours in the past 6 months. This is terrible. Oh, hold on a second. The new soap opera is on. I've got to go watch it. But before I do, let me Postmate some McDonald's and go get a bowl of ice cream out so I can watch it because it's 3 p.m. and my husband's at work and I don't have anything else to do. You know, these people, but it's like, and they watch that all fucking day. But suddenly the kid comes home after school. He wants to let off some fucking steam, play some Fortnite, pop some motherfuckers off, or actually probably just get killed himself because the kid probably sucks. I mean, he's only got 70 hours played, right? And then mom is suddenly upset because the kid wants to spend a couple of hours to himself jacking off and playing Fortnite. This is fucking embarrassing. It's not addiction. I did this all the time. Like whenever I was 14, I came home. I don't know if my mom... I came home, I went on to Xbox Live, and I played Halo for like 5 hours. Then I would get off Halo, I would go on MySpace, I'd get on my computer, go on MySpace, check my notifications, check my messages, maybe make an update, rearrange my top 8 based off of who was mean to me that day at school, and then I'd jack off to some porn on, you know, E-Bomb's World or something like that, and then I'd go back to Halo, play that for 5 more hours, go to bed, go to school, come home, do the same fucking thing again. And that's it, right? Like, that was my life, and it was fucking great. Like, I broke like 80 headsets. There are literally holes in my wall that you can fit a original vanilla Xbox controller into because I just threw that shit against the wall and I got so fucking mad. Like, this is what the game... And I used to do this all the time. Like, I used to take my head and I go like this against the back of the wall. Boom, like that, until my eyes would go white. And then that way I figured I was like negative reinforcement because my dad taught me about that with like training rats. So I'm like, you know what? Every rat has the same brain that I do. And so if I train myself like a rat, I'm never going to die, right, in the game. And so I would literally beat myself up to play Halo and I would get better at it, right? And I understand that's fucking insane, right? But you guys know that shit's real because I used to beat my head on the desk all the time whenever I would do something wrong in the game. Like, I used to do that all the time. Like, one time I carved Roman numerals of the times that I died on my arm right here with like with a fucking razor. Not, I think it was actually scissors. Yeah, with scissors every single time that I died in the game. And I wasn't like, I wasn't depressed or emo or anything. I was fucking mad that I was dying. And I told myself, listen, if I keep doing this and I hurt myself every single time I do it, I'm going to learn not to do it wrong. And you know what, man? I almost got like level 50 in Halo 2. I'm not saying to do that. You don't want to do that. But that was my method. I was a crazy fucking animal. I was psychotic. This kid wants to act like he's hard because he put 70 hours into the game. I'd do that in a fucking week. It's casual.
How much I play this game. Am I embarrassed of playing Fortnite so much? No, it's amazing. I love playing with new people.
See, look at this. The kid gets so much fulfillment out of the video game, he doesn't need friends in real life. He gets a sense of satisfaction and fulfillment out of the game that transcends what he's normally getting out of, you know, just whatever else. These are the kinds of things that matter, right? These are the kinds of things that WoW used to give people. Like, I didn't care if people thought I was stupid for playing WoW because I liked the game. I had fun. That's what matters. Why do you guys think everything is fake? I'm a little bit confused because, like, why is everything fake? It actually is fake? I don't know if it is or not. Well, let's see what the rest of this is, okay?
Meeting new friends and, you know, just doing stuff like a normal kid. I play Fortnite about 20 hours a day. The other 4 hours of the day, I'm usually sleeping or eating, but it's usually eating because I like food. So I don't get my exercise regularly, but, you know, I always exercise my hands, so get better at Fortnite. I love it so much that even my desktop wallpaper is Fortnite. Now, that's commitment, if you ask me. I don't really know what my family thinks of me going on Fortnite so much in the day, but you know, what else is there to do? I go to school for 6 hours a day, 5 days a week. As soon as I get home, it's Fortnite, Fortnite, Fortnite. I don't know what's wrong with me, but it's kind of cool. I only text and socialise with people in between games, because if I did it in a game, then I could die, and that could ruin my KD. For 5 minutes.
That's actually what I do too, is I'll get a text message in the middle of the game, I'll respond to that afterwards. And then I'll get into another game, I'm like, damn, I should have remembered to respond to that. And I don't, right? And then suddenly it's like 30 minutes later, it's like, well, by now if I respond, it'll be kind of rude. And so I just ignore it, and that's it. That's how nobody ever gets through to me. Yeah, that's it.
Today I do go outside and do a bit of Fortnite meditation, which helps me concentrate to get that win. Whenever I do this, I get over 3 solo wins a day. I think the cameraman got some clips of me doing that earlier, so...
Alright, so this is where I come to meditate. I come here 3 times a day and just get myself in the zone. I'll show you where I do my business. So I just sit on this chair, the controller, and I just practice finger movements and stuff. It's really, really cool actually. I find it relaxing and stuff like that. And yeah, I'm just going to do my meditating now, so.
Ali's addiction is becoming so extreme that his Fortnite meditating is now a part of his daily routine. What a faggot.
Okay. Let's go back over. Apparently a lot of these aren't even real. I've got to skip that. Okay, yeah, we've got to skip that. Let's see. Millions are playing it. Is Fortnite addiction really a real thing? See, that's the thing. That's what's so crazy is, like, all of these videos and everything about Fortnite addiction, like, they matter,
If Mum
right?
and Dad weren't around, I would play Fortnite for 24/7.
There it is, dude. There it fucking is. Like,
Yo, we won that game. I got 8 kills.
Do you reckon he is addicted?
wait, is the kid smoking a fucking cigarette? Like, look at that right there. And they're worried about the kid playing Fortnite. Like, oh, it's a lollipop. Yeah, for now.
Do you reckon he is addicted?
Yes, definitely. He plays it every day. Plays it every morning, plays it every night.
How did he get 75 damage on me?
I really want to get him back into playing football, getting on the hacker. But can you hear him?
Oh my god, it's no.
Meet Riley Holzinger and his mum Anne.
I used to do that too. Like, anytime I'd get killed in Halo 2, I'd report anybody who killed me for cheating because I thought that I was so good at the game that the only way that I could lose is that if somebody was cheating to beat me. And at the end of every game, I would report everybody who had lower kills than me as being AFK and everybody who had higher kills than me as cheating. And this is like what I would do in between games. And I'd just sit in the lobby and, you know, just talk about just a bunch of bad stuff. That's pretty much all I'd do. I still let CSGO. Yeah, it's just a great time, man.
No, I'm hungry.
Of course you're hungry. Well, I'm going to cook some dinner. Dinner's going to be in about half an hour.
For months now, it's been a challenge to pry the 11-year-old from Melbourne away from the popular video game.
I could see this aggression starting to form, take place, starting being rude. I was like, oh my God, this game is going to drive me mad. Since Fortnite's been around, there is no skateboard, no scootering. He loves to be in that room 24/7. If he could stay awake, he would.
Yep, that's right, dude. That's right.
Fortnite Battle Royale is a pop culture phenomenon.
There it is.
125 million people are playing it worldwide.
Jeez,
it's the online game that has fans in a frenzy.
At the moment, it's the biggest game on the internet.
Welcome everybody to the Fortnite Pro Am!
This is one of those viral games that is literally sucking productivity out of schools, out of workplaces. A huge part of
And that could be WoW. That's the tragic thing about this, is that these types of things could be WoW. Everybody, like, you know, these news anchors that don't even fully understand how the internet works could be complaining about WoW. It should be WoW. And instead, it's this fucking, this free game that's got kids doing dances.
Success is the Battle Royale mode.
The 100 players virtually...
Battle Royale
kid
mode.
Sucks, dude. That guy's almost worse than me.
This is a huge part of the success is the Battle Royale mode.
The 100 players virtually fighting it out until one is left.
And the game even has its own dance moves.
You sure know what I'm
Oh my god, dude.
Angie uses the game as a bargaining chip.
Okay.
Eating dinner with the family and doing homework buys Riley more time on the game.
I like that you can talk.
My mom tried to do that to me, and then I figured out how to figure, like, you know, how the router worked and everything, and suddenly now I'm the master of the universe. Okay, yeah, I mean, it's true. Like, I tried, like, my mom and dad tried to do that with me all the time. Like, okay, well, if you do this, then you play the game. Like, how about this? How about I'm not going to do anything, and I'll just fail out of school if you don't let me play the game? And they're like, okay, well, then fail out of school. And then the first semester of high school, my GPA was a .08, and they're like, okay, all right, fine, we'll let you do what you want. And I graduated with a 2.4. We made a huge improvement. Because the thing is, like, I'm not gonna let somebody else run my life, you know, like, because I knew that if I did what they wanted, they'd just keep pushing me around. You can't let people push you around. It's like, I knew, yeah, 2.4, yeah. Well, what do you mean? Like, why is that bad? Why would it be bad? I have a 2.4. I remember, like, so this, I never told the story before. So I was with Cody and Jeff, and we went out to get barbecue. And Jeff kept talking about how stupid Cody was. He's like, man, Cody is so dumb. Cody is the dumbest person there is. Zach, can you believe how stupid Cody is? And I'm like, okay, all right, Jeff, why is Cody stupid? He's like, guess what Cody's GPA is? I'm like, what? It's a 1.9. I'm like, wow, that's really bad. He's like, yeah, I know. That's why Cody's so stupid. I'm like, okay, yeah. Well, what's yours, Jeff? It's a 2.0. I'm like, yeah, Cody's a real fucking idiot, isn't he? Cody's just a big, dumb fucking retard. And they're sitting there just talking shit to each other. It was the funniest fucking thing, man. And then, because he didn't even have anything to say about it, right? I remember Jeff would sit over right there, right, where my old computer was. And this is a real story. He skipped so many classes in AP English that because the school was going to lose money because so many people weren't graduating, because we went to a really ghetto high school and nobody went to school because there was no reason to go to school whenever you could just go to Dairy Queen instead, right? So people would just go and do whatever the fuck, right? And just sit around and play video games and not give a fuck. So they were going to lose so much money, they created a new system to where it would allow students to graduate. So the way the system worked is they literally gave Jeff the special ed program of English to graduate high school as a special ed student. And I remember Jeff, there was like an answer, right? It was like a multiple choice thing. And it was like, what is the moral of the story in, Cat in a Hat, right? Or something like that. Like, I think it was actually To Kill a Mockingbird. And it was like, number one was to be racist against black people. Number two was to stand up for what you believe in and really do what you think despite other people disagreeing with you and stand by your morals. And then number three, C was like giraffe. And D was like a blank thing, right? So it's like, which one are you going to pick? And I tell Jeff, right? And I'm like, look, listen, Jeff, it's going to be B. And he's like, you sure, bro? Because you didn't hear the other answers. And I'm like, yeah, Jeff, I didn't need to. Like, it's going to be B. He's like, man, I need this to graduate. I'm like, I know you do. That's why I'm telling you. It's fucking B. And so basically, he ends up passing it. Big surprise, he ends up passing it. They give him a 5.0. They give him a 5.0 for AP English. For passing the special ed exam. For English. To graduate high school. What do you say, boys? It was a great time. Bullshit story? Think what you want.
To your friends online and have fun.
Why was it a 5.0? Because AP classes, because obviously AP classes were harder for people, right? Because it was more rigorous content. The way that they encourage more people to take AP classes is move the scale from like a 1 to a 4 to a 2 to a 5. And that way you could get above that because you'd be taking more rigorous content. That's the way that my school did it. That's why it was 5.0.
Like, you can be the last one standing, and there's new updates, like, basically...
So yeah, it makes the 2.4 I had even worse.
Every week.
So what about Ninja? Have you played...
Of course, dude. What about Ninja?
I'm not that addicted.
What do you mean, not that addicted?
Well, kind of. But, yeah, I get off when I kind of want to.
But plenty of kids don't.
What the fuck?
And parents across Australia are flocking to seminars like this one in Sydney to find out what to do.
My name's Brad Marshall. I'm the principal psychologist at North Shore Kids Space, and I'm also the director of the Internet Addiction Clinic.
Brad Marshall runs parents through the basics of the game.
Essentially think of the Hunger
Wait, so they're
Games.
having seminars because their kids are playing Fortnite too much? These people have too much fucking money and too much fucking time. Like imagine going home from work and this is what you do. And like, yeah, obviously it's like you look at their house, right? It's like what kind, like they're obviously making a ton of money. Okay, you've got this like fucking 5-year-old kid. He's not a streamer. He's got a gaming chair. Okay, he's got a nice room. You look at the kitchen here. This is a nice fucking kitchen. Like, let me see if I can get a clip of it. There we go. This is a nice kitchen. I mean, you've got like all the backdrops there. This is easily like a, you know, like over $500,000 house. And they're sitting around worried about their kid playing Fortnite, man. These are like middle-aged, like privileged parent problems. It's kind of funny to see. Yeah.
Games in a game.
Then opens the floor to questions. Say a group of 6 mates that they all want to stay at home together.
The dark side of that is that when...
See, hear that? All 6 of the mates want to stay at home together and play video games. And these parents think that's a bad thing. That's camaraderie. That's friendship. That's love.
In a game.
Then opens the floor to questions. Say a group of 6 mates that they all want to stay at home together.
The dark side of that is that when they encounter something like a predator online...
You can get them out of the addiction.
Come on, man.
Do they regain their skills or do they...
In the Internet Addiction Clinic at Kids Space, we're seeing about 60 to 70% of the kids that come through the door are reporting that Fortnite is their primary game of use.
Brad says it's worse than other popular video games because it's free, can be played on lots of different devices, and is designed to be addictive.
Some kids...
Well, yeah, other games are designed to where you don't want to play them. They're like, hey, you know what? Let's make a game where people don't want to play it and it's not addictive. The game's not... Okay, yeah, like, it's like, wow, exactly.
Kids have struggled to get to sleep at all. So that might mean going to sleep at 2 or 3 or 4 in the morning.
What a fucking casual, dude. Like, I used to get up at like 10 p.m. I would get up at 10 p.m. early. I would set my alarm at 10 p.m. That way I could wake up and be ready to eat Wendy's and go out and drive to Wendy's to get food before they closed. And I had to get there a half hour early or they'd stop selling chili. I'd get home. By the time I was actually ready to go to work, it was the a.m. Like, it was like, you know, like 12:34. It's like, all right, guys, let's fucking start this up. Let's start playing WoW. You know, this is what it's about, man. Yeah, Miss Pandaria release. Like, that, yeah, fuck yeah. Like, it started at 2 a.m. I remember going up to 7-Eleven. Do you guys ever, like, I'm assuming a lot of people have 7-Elevens near them. There were these giant jugs that you were able to get. Like, it was like one of these, except for it was like a 60-ounce or like an 80-ounce jug that you could buy from 7-Eleven. It was like $7. And you would be able to pay $1 to refill it all the way up with Coke. And I remember every single big gaming night, whenever I knew it's like, all right, boys, let's saddle up, let's buckle up, and let's go to work. I would walk over to 7-Eleven, or I'd drive over there, right, because it was kind of heavy to carry back and forth. I would drive over to 7-Eleven. I would fill that shit up, and then I had another one for my mom. And so I would fill 2 of them up. Like, Mom, here's yours, here's mine. Let's go to fucking work. And like, this is my, I used to fucking love that, man. I would be sipping on fucking soda all goddamn day. All goddamn night. Well, I'd be sleeping all goddamn day. And my dad would be like, well, son, did you apply at Hobby Lobby? I'm like, no, I didn't. He's like, why? because I got the application got lost in the pizza box, and I had to throw the pizza box away, and there was grease all over it, and now I can't work there anymore. He's like, well, you just have to go talk to the manager. I'm like, I don't want to talk to the manager. He's like, well, go wear a shirt and a tie, and they're gonna hire you on the spot. And so I go out and I wear a shirt and a tie. I go over to Hobby Lobby, and you know what they tell me to do? Apply online.
It might mean not sleeping at all. For other kids, it'll be falling behind in homework or just not handing in.
You see, my dad's been on the job search ever since 1973, right? So, you know, he didn't understand. So you have like two things, right? You have like a keyboard. Well, sorry, you have a computer and a monitor. My dad got his first computer in 2003. Whenever I ill-informed him that he needed to buy the best computer possible, because what if they make a new version of Microsoft Outlook and your computer isn't fast enough with its RAM to handle that level of email, and you have to buy another computer after this. So it's like you buy a good car now, you're going to have it for 20 years. And also, you know, just conveniently, those are the specializations you need to play you know, Warcraft 3 Frozen Throne online. I mean, hey, you know, it's just weird how these things work themselves out. But yeah, he spent $3,000 on a computer with his buddy Randy. They bought all these like really nice things. He bought a flat screen monitor, and this was like back in the super early 2000s, like 2000, 2003. The monitor alone was like $1,000. He bought it. Fuck it, man. Yeah, dude. Well, no, Randy, like this guy, like Randy was a fucking clown, man. Like he still is, right? Not really, but like Randy, like he was like one of those people that like bad things happen to. Like he went on like a trip and like his wallet fell into the bottom of the ocean, and then he comes back to his car and it's stolen, and then he talks to the police and somehow they arrest him because he smelled like weed. You know, Randy just has a really interesting life.
Assessments that they're supposed to be doing at school. And then we've also seen quite a lot of the anger outbursts at home, which can lead to a lot of conflict in the family.
What the
Yo, what
What? What? Are you fucking serious?
Anger outbursts at home, which can lead to a lot of conflict in the family.
What the
Yo, what
Oh my god!
In the family.
We finally fucking made it. I remember this day. They put up the Christmas tree because the keyboard wasn't working. It wasn't because the keyboard was bad. It was because the keyboard wasn't working. Yeah, dude, that is Ape Uncaged. Oh my god. That's fucking hilarious. They straight up... I wonder if they thought that, like, Mitch was his brother.
Bursts at home, which can lead to a lot of conflict in the family.
What the
Yo, what
I don't think that's what led to the conflicts in that family. I'm just gonna say that. Yeah, I was... Wait, was I there? Wait a second. Was I in this clip?
To a lot of conflict.
Oh my god! Oh my god! That's actually me! What the fuck, man? And but yo, by the way, I'm not dead. I was there. This is actually the greatest day ever. What the fuck, man? Wait, you can hear me?
Which can lead to a lot of conflict in the family.
What the
I said, what the fuck? And then they had to bleep me out. So my debut onto Australian television, daytime television, is me immediately, the first sentence that I ever make, what the fuck? Hey. Yeah, I got bleeped out on the first sentence ever. Dude, like, how fucking cool is this? Like, I think this is really, really fucking cool. Like, just out of nowhere. Right? It's a clip of Trainwrecks, like, in the old apartment with, like, me, Mitch, and Train playing Fortnite. And this is like 5 a.m. too. Like, cause I remember I started going to bed really early. You guys remember when I started my streams like at like 7 in the morning? I would actually get up even earlier than 7. I'd get up at like 5 in the morning. No joke. Just so I could wake up and play PUBG with Train and Zach and Mitch, because everybody would stay up super late. And like, I would get up earlier just to play games with them, man. That's what it was fucking about, man. That was the life. I used to love that too. It was like the best way to start my day. Copy strike them? Yeah, dude, that's a good idea.
Yo, what? Hey,
God, dude.
9-year-old Max Pinton Mason only started playing Fortnite a few months ago.
The day in the best day of the world.
You can tell that they're kids, right? Because they're not old enough to learn how to build a computer and play Fortnite on a computer. Mom bought them an Xbox, though, for Christmas. So they're going to play on the Xbox, right? And this is why kids are actually bad at Fortnite, right? It's not actually because they're bad because they're kids. It's because they're playing on console, all right? You're trying to play Fortnite on a Wii U, waving your fucking hands around. And yeah, you're going to miss a lot of shots.
When my parents were gone, I'll just play it the whole day.
See how happy he is?
Coke, I'll be set for life.
Max?
What was that again?
Your vegetable platter's ready.
Chips, Coke, I'll be set for life. Chips, Coke, I'll be set for life. Chips, Coke, I'll be set for life.
Max?
Play it the whole day. Chips, Coke, I'll be set for life.
It feels good. Give me a second. I'll pretend like I was crying there, but I actually just had to cough up some snot. It was disgusting. But yeah, that was just so tragic. I had to just take a second off the screen to wipe my eyes.
Max, your vegetable platter's ready.
Max.
Imagine that. Imagine, you know, like you're sitting there playing Fortnite and you just want your mom to bring you a McDouble and a Coca-Cola with light ice because you're not paying for water. Well, you're not paying for anything because mom's buying it, right? And then mom tells you, oh, I cut up a bunch of fucking carrots and what even are these? Red circular things. I think they're called tomatoes, maybe apples, for you to eat. Do you think Max is happy about this? Fuck no. Max doesn't want this garbage. She's putting up this little thing here. Notice how Max doesn't have any report cards on the refrigerator here. That's because Max doesn't give a fuck, man. Max plays Fortnite. He doesn't give a fuck about any report cards. They just have a picture of them. Like, cause you know, like whenever your parents are proud of you, they put like your report card because you got like, you know, 4 B's and a C and 1 A and you got that in PE, right? And your parents are like, wow, thank God he's not going to be a garbage man. He's going to work at McDonald's. And it makes them feel better. So they put the report card on the refrigerator. And that's what it's about. My parents have pictures of other kids. Actually, my mom does have that, but like that was because like those kids like grew up with me and everything. And like, so obviously we'd have like pictures of like them and everything too. Like it was like kind of weird whenever I think about like how I grew up, you know, because it was like I feel like it's kind of weird because like nobody else is ever gonna have like that same experience again, because like we didn't really have the internet. I mean, like until like we got you know, into like the teenage years. So we would like actually like ride our bikes over to each other's houses and be like, man, do you want to go down to like the creek and play in the creek and, you know, go to the forest and explore around in there? Like I wonder if kids do that anymore nowadays. I feel like I feel like the experience is never going to be the same because of how technology has changed it. And it's just so fucking weird that like I had that life, and to think about like how much different that was than like what I have now, it is crazy to me. And it makes me really kind of depressed, honestly. I mean, not like, oh man, cut my life into pieces, this is my last resort, you know, black my eyes and, you know, slit my wrists, Hawthorne Heights. But I mean, it just, you know, it doesn't make me feel good. Right? Because and it's like weird because like what's so weird about this is, like, I kind of had an idea that this would probably happen whenever I got older, and I recorded a lot of the content that I did whenever I was a kid. I got a video camera at 11 years old, and so I want to share that with you guys at some point. Like, you know, the lifestyle of, you know, the last generation of free-range kids, because it was really kind of incredible to think about. Yeah, I have a huge box downstairs of, like, all of my video cameras and everything. Yeah, real content. It's like almost surreal. It's like another life. It's fucking weird. Anyway, it was great. I wouldn't trade it for anything, and I'd trade everything to get it back, to be honest. Like a heartbeat. Like, whenever I was younger, I wanted everything that I have, and now that I'm older, I want everything that I had. That's the way it goes.
Max's mum Anna is trying to encourage a healthy balance between Fortnite and his other activities.
Are you going to have it here or in your room? My room?
Of course he is. Like, what do you mean? You think he wants to sit out in the fucking living room with you while you tell him about what happened on Us Magazine this week with Angelina Jolie? Or ask him about how his multiplication tables are going? He doesn't want to fucking talk to you. No, he doesn't. Like, and he loves you. You're his mom. He thinks you're great. But he wants to go play video games, Mom. Of course he doesn't want it in the fucking living room. Oh, you brought him a water? Look at that face. Oh, thank God. I'm so happy Mom made me another water. Oh, great. Yeah, he's got to get to work, man. A water. He wants one of these, man. He wants a 32 ounce and some fucking Funyuns. Like, hell yeah, dude. Fuck yeah.
First thing he gets up in the morning, he'll like grab the iPad, play Fortnite. He's a little...
Oh, jeez. Wow. The iPad.
bit addicted, I would say, yes, because when I try to limit it and take that time off Fortnite, yes, we get into an argument. So then I have to bribe him. Grab your bag. Okay.
Are you bribing him? I don't know. Can I say? No, I'm not going to say that. What do you mean bribe the kid? See, like, and this is the thing, like, you don't bribe the kid. Here's what you do. You just change the password on the Wi-Fi. And then the kid's like, why is the internet not working? Well, Santa came down and he said that you're going to go on the naughty list and people on the naughty list can't play Fortnite anymore. So you've got to go rake up all the leaves in the front yard. And then if you do that, I just talked to Santa and he said that you're going to be able to play Fortnite when we get back. And the kid's like, well, that's not even true. I didn't know about Santa. I knew Santa wasn't real like 5 years ago. It was just Dad putting up the presents. Like, yeah, well, that's what Dad said. So get the fuck out there and rake up those leaves, you fat piece of shit. And then he goes out there, he does it, he comes back, plays a little bit of Fortnite, and that's it. Everything's great. Right? That's how you deal with the kid. You see what I'm saying? It's not any kind of like weird ass bullshit. Like the way that you have to handle these kids is, you know, you just tell them you have to like assert yourself. That's bribing? That's not bribing.
He plays in the morning, in the afternoon, and on the hour-long drive to school each day in country Victoria.
I think for most people, it's something that they're very passionate about, that they enjoy. But going into addiction means that there's probably, it's not just a matter of time spent on a game, but that there's psychological aspects where someone's becoming dependent on it.
Professor Murat Yücel is a clinical neuropsychologist at Monash University who specialises in addictions.
One of the things we're very much attracted to is reward, and these games are so rich. They're three-dimensional, rich with the potential for so many rewards. For example, you might have a small win and there's celebratory sounds that come through, or you have a small win and you unlock an option or get a new skin that's available.
I love hearing people that are like academics talk about video games because they don't know what they're talking about. It's just funny for me to see. I can't really say like what's better than that. Here can make us laugh. Good shit. Larry Jumpman, thanks for the 5, bro. I appreciate it. Fucking hell, dude. Thanks for the 5. I appreciate that too, man. Free ticket to Gulag. Thanks for the 5. John fucking drinking, enjoying your stream. Shit was so deep. Hit me, bro. I fucking love you. Jordan, thanks for the $3. I appreciate it, bro. It did for me too. I hate to even think about it, to be honest. Watch the video on Fortnite dance classes. All right, dude. Just give me a second. Let me finish this. I realize how bad the Fortnite situation has become whenever I visited one of my biggest tech and PC stores in the Czech Republic, Europe, for you, Asmon. And right whenever you enter this enormous store, there was a Ninja PC rotating on a lit up pedestal. Yo, like, this is actually the craziest shit. Like, Izzy and I went to Target and we fucking saw Ninja apparel at Target. Where is it? I gotta pull it up somewhere here. Where the hell was it? Did I lose it already? There's no way I deleted the picture. Yeah, here we go. Can I show you guys right here? Fuck. Okay, so that, in my mind, I expected that to go differently. Well, either way, there, you guys can see it. Ninja apparel at fucking Target, man. Like, I don't even know what to say. But, full screen, that's fine, man. Like, look, okay, alright, I'll show you guys, just so everybody doesn't think I'm fucking lying. Give me a second here, alright? Me, full cam, there. Okay, you happy? There, we found Ninja shirts at Target. I don't know, man, like, that's cool. Like, I've never been a person, like, I know this might sound weird, but I've never been a person, like, I've always liked Ninja, I've always watched Ninja, like, I don't, you know, like, I unironically watch Ninja. I'm a fan. You know, it's like cool to see that he's like successful and everything. People like, I think people don't like him because, you know, there's like a million reasons why they don't like him, right? But I'm unironically, like, I like Ninja 100%. So it was cool to see the shirt.
These are all things that reward you for effort along the way.
Yep. These small victories light up a part of the brain called the reward system.
Is that what it's called? The reward system, that's the part of the brain? So you've got the sex system, the instinct system, and then the reward system in the brain. And then there's the thinking system in the brain. And that's where you do math. Like, why would you bring on a scientist and then call it the reward system in the brain? I mean, I guess it's like, okay, yeah, to make it accessible, but like, if you're going to be academic about it, just say what the word is. Because like, people don't understand, like, understanding like how endorphins like create like a psychological addiction that transcends something like nicotine or heroin and like a chemical addiction would be much easier for people to understand than just saying that the game triggers the reward system in the brain, because then parents don't fucking understand what's going on. Oh, is it dopamine? Oh, it's excuse me. Yeah, I meant to say dopamine. Yeah, endorphins and dopamine. I always get those two confused. They dumb it down so stupid high school moms can talk about it. I don't know. I just feel like it'd be easier for them to understand if they said it the other way, but whatever.
It comes with a dopamine burst that hits the habit system.
Oh, this is the reward system of the brain right here. So this is the reward system that he's pointing at. Okay, and let's see. So this is the recycling system right here. That's the sex part of your brain, because obviously that's shaped like a. Well, if your dick does look like this, you need to see your doctor. And down there, this is the math part, and this is the hot and cold part. This tells you if you're going to be bipolar or not, and this tells you if you like to eat vegetables. This part is just a residual from whenever we were reptiles. This isn't even used at all.
And that's how behaviours become habits. Back at the Holzinger house, Riley's contemplating what he'd do without Fortnite.
Probably game raging, smashing stuff and that.
There you go, let's do it. There you go, Riley beat the shit out of that controller.
About like 4 weeks.
How did you feel during those 4 weeks?
Relaxed while I wanted my PS4 there.
True.
And it was 3 days. It felt like 4 weeks. So it was actually only 3 days?
Yeah. Can we cut that?
I don't know. I feel like it's nice to see. Yeah, it's scripted, obviously. He's just a normal kid. Yeah, he's just a normal fucking kid. There's not actually a Fortnite dance class, is there?
Okay, who likes Fortnite? We like Fortnite! 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 We like
I don't know why. I don't know why that was part of it. Fortnite Dance's second grade talent show. My son loves every Fortnite dance. Wow. Fortnite-inspired dance class teaches video game-inspired moves.
Fortnite has undoubtedly swept the nation.
I know they are.
Jump into the tree.
But now that same game is actually inspiring kids to get off the couch with a new Fortnite-inspired dance class.
So the floss starts to the right. Your hands go one way, your hip leans away.
Flossing is just one of the dance moves characters in Fortnite jive to.
Okay.
And just one of the moves this Fortnite dance teacher is teaching students.
A little faster. We go boom, 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 boom. You look adorable. They use dance moves to overcome the enemy.
Yeah, where do we apply?
The kids really enjoy looking at it, and so they like to try it. And so they've been trying it, and they've been filming themselves.
And parents love that the dance class has gotten their kids out of the virtual world and
This is pretty crazy, isn't it? Like, I don't know. I think this is kind of fucking cool.
I think it's so great. It's a great way to get exercise and you know, be
I like this.
and to connect with other kids without having it be through a device.
Art imitating life or life imitating art. If it's good moves,
it's life imitating art imitating life.
To good music, who cares? I'm Kelly Nealon for InsideEdition.com.
I guess that's cool, right? I mean, like, there you go. Oh, the fuck is this?
The sexual misbehavior allegations raised against Supreme
Oh,
Court.
jeez. Oh, boy. Wow, well, we know how that turned out. He's on the Supreme Court now. Okay, let's... So, yeah, I mean... I don't feel like people take it like so seriously, and they worry about like all this stuff like, oh, it's cringeworthy and everything like that. Like, people take themselves way too seriously nowadays, and it's really kind of disappointing. To me, I think this kind of shit is funny, and I like it. It's fucking bad. Why is it bad? I mean, really, well, why is it bad? Because people are having fun doing something? Oh man, it's so bad that they're playing the game and they're having fun, you know, dancing with the game that they like. I don't know, man. It's just stupid.